Good extra late day morning, everybody. This is Yin Yang with Morsels of the Thought, number 1512A. I am 3 hours later than usual only because I overslept from making a nice roast beef, 6.5 pounds, and medium rare, and then well done. I stayed up until 10, and I normally stay up only until 7, so I was late. Good morning to people who come by: Suzanne Jamut, John Clark, Margaret Townsend, Martha Theory, Diane Dogmom. Financial Friday. Okay, so today I have book, Prosper Me by Victoria Rader, and it is the 35 Universal Laws to Make Money Work for You from the international best-selling Me series, M.E. And we're getting into the epilogue about this. If you have enjoyed the sharing in this book and want to go deeper, author says, I invite you to enjoy this chapter and join me on the journey of discovery and daily miracles of what has become the Me philosophy. Me reveals will introduce you, capital R, capital E, capital R. Me revealed will introduce you to the more profound concepts of how Prosper Me fits into the overall vision of freeing your me to a life of infinite possibilities in all aspects of your life. I could tell you that I chose to start with Proper Me because it guides one out of survival and into connection with the true source, the beginning of all prosperity and all possibilities, but that would not be entirely true. I wrote this book because while in the middle of planning a very busy training schedule, I received a subtle prompting from the Spirit, capital S, to stop and start writing a book. So I stopped planning and I started writing. While writing, Me was revealed, and now the rest of the story. Me revealed. I'm going to read the first two paragraphs already, which we've already read last week. I'm going to read it just so that it's smoother. Me revealed. My son Ray was about 4 when, homeschooling both of my kids, I tested his knowledge of capitalization. How do we begin a name? He gave me an all-knowing grin, shrugged his shoulders in disbelief that I would ask such a redundant question, and proudly announced, by being born, of course. My moment of teaching capitalization turned into a lifelong learning of spiritual becoming. On the day you arrived into this both confusing and miraculous world, you have begun, quote unquote, your name and started your spiritual journey in your physical form. The bright, radiant spirit of who you are, your eternal, expansive energy and essence, have taken temporary residence in your mortal, manifesting material matter. You took your first breath, sustaining the flow of physical life and your very own unique expression of the universal love, capital L, capital O, capital V, capital E. Your version of me, capital E, was born. Where me is your physical DNA created to surrender and to expand your individual spiritual DNA pattern, me represents matter surrounding to energy, mortal surrendering to eternal, material surrendering to essential, manifesting surrendering to expansive. And where universal LOVE is life 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 originating vibrant emotion, LOVE, energy in motion. LOVE is the energy through which everything is created and brought into life. LOVE is LOVE is the one principle of creation. The energy of all creation gives rise to the basic law of all life. Energy is, God is. Love is the who of creation. God is love. That's the book of John, chapter 4, verse 8. Love is also the how of creation. In my LOVE acronym, each letter carries within it an aspect of the main universal laws of all creation. Life, capital L, boldface L, represents the basic law of all existence. Energy is. Life represents the basic law of all existence. Energy is. When you journey into the depths of your physical being, past the organs, tissues, cells, and into the molecules and atoms, you will discover that every atom of your being is a miraculously designed composition of protons, electrons, and neurons. Protons, electrons, and neutrons. The quantum physicists are telling us the estimated half-life of the proton is at least 1,031 years. That's a 1 with 31 zeros after it. $1,031 That's a 1 with 31 zeros after it. Compared to that, the estimated age of our universe is only about 10 years. In other words, subatomically, the particles you consist of have been alive since the particles you consist of have been alive before the universe as we know it has been. The energy of LOVE that you have been created through continually exists. LOVE is, God is, energy is. Originating with the boldface O represents the law of transmutation, boldface, law of transmutation. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but is constantly transformed, translated, transmuted, and transfigured. I'll read that again anyway. Originating represents the law of transmutation. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but is continually transformed, translated, transmuted, and transfigurated. This means that the same subatomic particles that you are currently featuring in your quantum makeup have journeyed through the lifetime of the universe and beyond, consistently being transformed from one form of life to another. You literally consist of universal stardust, having traveled through the memories of rocks, plants, animals, and humans through generations of time. Molecular memories of our physical matter is what gives rise to our past life memories. As energy is transformed from one form to another form, it constitutes the process of life origination. Though reorganizing the particles of existence through reorganizing the particles of existence, God, through LOVE, originates all life. Vibrant, with a boldface V, represents the law of vibration. Vibrant represents the law of vibration, boldface. As energy is transmuted from one frequency to another, it vibrates at different frequencies, registering as different forms of all life. From rocks to grass to birds to humans to all forms of life. Excuse me while I put this one on do not disturb, and somehow I am unable to see myself now, but I will continue reading. Vibrant represents the law of vibration as energy is transmuted from one frequency to another. It vibrates at different frequencies, registering as different forms of all life, from rocks to grass to birds to humans to all forms of life. We are we are vibrating at the frequencies of our expressions. Now, I can't actually see you, so I can't actually see you. Uh, I am assuming I'm still alive. Let me see. Am I still alive? I should be still alive. Uh, just in case I'm not, I'm going to check because I don't want to wind up. Uh, okay. Okay. Yes, I found it, and I'm not going to touch it. It's going to come up with another alarm sometime, but that's okay. All right. You are a unique expression of the universal energy of LOVE, vibrating within your unique frequency range. You are most vibrant and at your highest frequency when you surrender to the flow of LOVE through you, choosing to expand into faith, love, and trust, and opening yourself up to infinite possibilities. Emotion, boldface E, energy in motion, represents the law of motion. Through its vibration, energy is in constant motion. As you are sitting down and quietly reading these words, feeling close to motionless, we be aware that motion is everywhere. The Earth rotates at about 1,000 meters and orbits the Sun at 1,670 kilometers per hour. Our solar system is moving through space at 720,000 kilometers per hour, and our Milky Way galaxy is soaring at 2.1 million kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, within you, subatomic motion of electrons traveling is calculated to be at about 2,200 kilometers per second, while your blood is pumped by your heart at a meter per second. Energy is moving through you and all around you. Every emotion you experience is a frequency of energy corresponding to the feelings you tune into, rushing through your energy field. Isn't that amazing? That's so cool. LOVE is indeed life, originating, vibrant emotion. LOVE. God, creator of all that, is LOVE. Through centuries, we have been called to surrender to love by means of a force. Love, in quotes. We even composed songs reflecting that love hurts, quote unquote. Love, true love, does not hurt. It heals. What hurts is the absence or the feeling of loss of true love. When we lack understanding, awareness, or ability to implement this beautifully intended process of creating life through LOVE, we resist life. Uh, I I do feel really hurt when I remember the loss of the true love of my young uncle when I was a young baby. I do feel that love. I still remember it, and at age 59, I can say, "Uncle, back in time." You know, this morning I thought, if I could send love back in time to that moment when he felt at his worst, I would do it now. And so that's what I did this morning. Our little M of mortality rebels, surrendering to LOVE of eternity, and our expansive energy flow, capitalized, and our eternal essence, and capitalized, is blocked from being able to be revealed. We feel sick, broke, unable, unworthy, incompetent, and overwhelmed by stress and struggles of our daily life. Do I look okay? Ay, ay, ay. I'm so sorry. I'm so self-conscious right now. I kind of feel late. Late. I was late. We feel sick, broke, unable, unworthy, incompetent, and overwhelmed by stress and struggles of our daily life. When we trust God, G-O-D, the great overall designer, G-O-D, and choose love, L-O-V-E, moment by moment, we walk a path of divine destiny. We feel whole, driven, motivated, inspired, and confident. And as we face the daily challenges of life, we seek and find optimal solutions, discover infinite possibilities, and gratefully enjoy a life of miracles. My intention for the Me series is to show you a path of your unique Me expression to be fully revealed so that you can step into your divine destiny and enjoy a life of infinite possibilities. You have been lovingly sourced and resourced by the greatest creator, capital C, who has empowered you to make an impact on this planet. You are most empowered to walk your path of divine destiny as you master surrender to LOVE. There are 3 levels of empowerment that I have experienced in my life, and I have also witnessed amongst my many clients. They are powerless me, power hungry ME, and empowered ME. Powerless me. There are periods in one's life when one feels they have no control over the events in their life. Both the inner chatter of their mind and their spoken words describe life as, quote, happening to them, end quote. Some of us give up and give in and feel stuck, helpless, and powerless for months and years. Some of us, not knowing how to change what is happening to us, resist in the best way we can, often feeling drained and powerless once again. Powerless me mindset pities ourselves and keeps us enslaved within the boundaries of our own fears. We are afraid of change, judgment, failure, as well as of recognition, success, or of discovering our own light and potential. In the powerless me mindset, the boundary of fear keeps us powerless through the process of resistance while life is happening to us. Power hungry me. As we become aware of the chains of fear, we strive to break out of the cycle of powerlessness. We choose the process of growing through our fear when we realize that life isn't happening to us. Life is happening for us. Each trial becomes a lesson learned and a stepping stone on our spiritual progress and growth journey. The power hungry me mindset reclaims our inner power while also seeking triumph through setting and achieving goals, striving through failures, and turning our setbacks into our comebacks. We satisfy our hunger for growth through the process of resilience. We No matter how many times life knocks us down, we remember that we are the only ones that can pick ourselves back up again. Power hungry me is a necessary step toward empowerment. We expand our energy of growth through the process of resilience while focusing on life as happening not to us, but for us. It becomes the only pursuit for many, with hunger claiming more and more conquests while feeling emptier and emptier on the inside. Turning this hunger into true empowerment is a pivotal point of our soul's progression on this earth. Empowered me. As we step out of powerless me and into power hungry me by shifting our mindset from life happening to us to life happening for us, we further expand out of power hungry me, ME, to empowered me, ME, by inviting life to happen through us. Empowerment is a process of daily surrendering to LOVE. What would LOVE do? One asks and then lives the answers through their actions. As we surrender to be an instrument in God's hands of expanding and expressing love through our every action, we find deep appreciation for the awareness of LOVE moving through us. We live and serve through LOVE. We let go of needing to force our way and instead lean into the higher power. An empowered ME mindset me mindset leads to a process of surrender to LOVE by continually expanding our boundary of service. Life no longer happens to or for us, but instead miraculously unfolds through us. Through our human experience, we fluctuate between these stages of empowerment based on our daily focus and awareness. As we become aware of what we are focusing on, we can start appreciating what empowerment level we are functioning at. We need to be aware of where we are to change as necessary to create the reality of our choosing. Awareness is a key component in our journey of abundance. To become more aware, notice what you notice, because what you notice is what you create. I want to invite you to be empowered to create infinite possibilities by surrendering to LOVE. You are a beautiful energy essence, capital E, flowing through matter in a unique pattern of LOVE, as created by your divine creator, capital D, capital C. In the Eastern tradition, the pattern of the energy flow corresponds to energy centers that are referred to as chakras. I call them possibility centers, trademarked. The possibility centers is trademarked because they hold the access to infinite possibilities through surrender to LOVE. There are 7 notes and 7 colors of the rainbow that give rise to endless music, compositions, and color combinations. Similarly, there are 7 possibility centers within our body energy, each responsible for a different set and direction of possibilities. Cross for me, possibility center, traditionally a root chakra, resonates with a musical note C and corresponds to the color red. In the powerless me mindset via this center, we are struggling in every avenue. We are full of fear of how we can make it from day to day. We strive to make ends meet, fearing what the future holds. In the power hungry me mindset, we go after earthly riches, setting goals and achieving them relentlessly. We acquire the wealth and freedom associated with it. If not redirected, we can lose sight of what money is for and keep on the conquest succumbing to greed. So, next week we will learn what empowered me teaches us about prosper me. We will come back to this. I was going to make this a 47-minute program today, and then I said, possibly not, because people will miss too much. I think they will watch it today, but the first segment only. So, anyway, I will see you tomorrow with Live, Listen, Learn, Love. Okay, so bye. Okay, old kinderhook.